got an echo in here. It's a new week at the Fowle House, and I am already hot and sweaty because I came over here and we had to get to work. And that is because our floor refinishers are here. I have to tell you that floor refinishing week is maybe my favorite part of a project. I love demo, but floor refinishing, it's like the jewelry on a house. This is gonna make all the difference. One more time as a refresher, we have 3 different floors in this house. We've got these old oak floors, which are gorgeous and are going to be fantastic. You guys remember this new oak floor that we put down that I think is gonna look really nice. There's a change in the width, but I like that because it shows you old versus new. And then you remember walking fast, this area out here with the pine floors, walking fast, this area. Some of this got patched, including this closet, and this closet floor is what was out here. So we've got technically 4 floors. We've got 4 floors. We're gonna refinish all of it and try to make it similar. Can't wait. So they are bringing in the equipment. This is the little equipment. So this does 2 things. One, there's a hand sander, and that they're gonna use on the stairs and in small little spots. And then this little guy, it goes back and forth. It has like a cylinder sandpaper that moves the length of the room. And then there's another one over here. So they will start with these. They also will have to do some hand scraping. You see we've got toe mold in here that's stained. So lots and lots to do. These things run off a big cord. In fact, they tie directly into the electrical panel. They actually use the line that's usually dedicated for the air conditioning. I just got back. Ugh, this porch is such a mess. I hear the sanders going. Let's go see what they got accomplished while I was gone. It's loud back there. They are working on the stairs. You see that? They're looking great. All hands on deck doing that slowly. And then eventually they'll start working on the floors. It's the little things like the stairs and corners take so much more time. Once they start working in the center of the room, they will knock it out. And we'll be back soon to check on their progress. Oh my gosh, you guys. So the last time I was here, they were working on the stairs, and I told you the little stuff takes forever. Big Victor is here now, and he has already done 1 pass in the living room and out here in the sunroom. And oh my goodness, it's going to look so good. So they have to use the small sander on the edges. And then they have to use, some of it they actually have to hand scrape. So I'll show you on the steps. So you see they use the small sander, but then like that front and that toe mold, they have to hand scrape. But it looks so good. And it's just 1 pass. They will do at least 3. They do 1 against the grain, then 1 diagonally, and then the last one with the grain. And each time their sandpaper gets finer and finer. This was pretty coarse that they used here. Good morning. Do you hear that sander going? So it's day 2 of sanding the floors at the Fowle House, and I just peeked in the door and it looks like they've gotten a lot accomplished. we are in that breakfast room off the back door, and you can see here that they have not sanded the edges, but they have lightly sanded these new floors. And there you can see the difference. All this has had one sanding. You can see there where they use the machine, and then they'll have to hand sand the sides. So we're gonna have to be a little bit creative with our stain to get these the same color, or they'll never be the same color, but close in color, especially here. We got a big difference there. So the floor sanding guys have taken a break for lunch. I think this is a good time. Maybe you'll actually hear me talking. You can see that they have started putting some wood filler in cracks and divots. They've just started doing that in here too. That filler, it's in small little areas, but it will stain up just like the rest of the floors. It's always interesting. I never noticed that there was a patch here until you sand it down. So the stain was well done. Since I was here, they've started working in here, which is awesome. They really, I've said this over and over, but the middle of the room goes so much faster than the sides. And you can see here, here's a good example of just how much color is coming off of these floors. There was a spot here that looks like it's been burned. So it'll be interesting to ask Victor what he thinks is the best thing. It's probably always gonna be there, but maybe with one more sanding, it won't be quite as obvious. So we're waiting for Big Victor to get here. Gosh, that step looks so pretty. We're waiting on Big Victor to get here, and he's going to put some samples down for me to see. I'm gonna show those to the homeowner, and we will hopefully be able to make up our mind on a color. All right, y'all, so we have the much anticipated floor coatings going down, or the stains going down. So Victor showed me a couple of different options. You're good, keep working, keep good. This is natural. We love the natural. This is gunstock. We don't like that. There's too much red in this wood. So we're trying to play down the red. So the next step is provincial. Provincial is my favorite in my house. It's actually beautiful on this floor. A little darker than what the homeowner wants. So this is half clear, half provincial. And we think this might be the right choice for the kitchen. So what we've decided to do is go clear in the majority of the house. And then we're gonna wait on this kitchen because we have an exit that we can use and we don't have to walk on the rest of it. So we're gonna go ahead and clear coat the rest of the house. I'll show you in here. So we're doing a light buffing in there, which is the last step before they vacuum everything and then start doing a clear coat. This is clear on white oak, clear on pine. That's that half provincial and half clear, too dark. So this is what both of these are gonna look like. All right, so we're doing that final buff in here. Victor's doing a little bit of sanding in the kitchen, and that's it. That's the last that we're gonna be walking around in there because they're getting ready to start putting down the clear coat. So the house is gonna be off limits until probably next week. So I'll peek in doors and windows to show you the progress, but we won't be walking around in there again until it's all done. I am looking in a window that happened to be unlocked. And you remember the plan that I told you? Well, obviously they already figured out the right stain, because they've got the kitchen stained and one clear coat on the whole house. Let's see if I can zoom in. There's that room off the kitchen. These floors look so good. I'm gonna peek in the windows in the front of the house and show you that. It looks so good. So good. All right, I am peeking in the dining room window. You can see in there into the kitchen. That's the window back there that I was just looking at. And I'm just delighted. I knew they were gonna be beautiful, but gosh, they're even prettier than I expected. That is just a clear coat. The kitchen flows into these floors so well. I can't really get anywhere to see the pine, but the white oak and the red oak just look amazing. So that is one coat. They will come back, buff it, do another coat, buff it again, and then do a third top coat. And they couldn't be prettier. So I'm locked out. Obviously, I'm not going inside. Nobody can go inside, but you can see 3 days work. 3 days work to do all that sanding. Still a lot more to do, but now it's a lot of hurry up and wait. Do a coat, let it dry. Do another coat, let it dry. Hey y'all, so it has been several days since they finished the top coat of the floors. No one has been here to walk on it until today, and they look amazing. I'm gonna give you a little quick walkthrough. So we have our moving blankets, we're ready to go. You remember that I told you that there are like 5 different floors. So here's 2 different ones. Here is where 2 different ones meet. And I think that he did such a fantastic job of matching them up. They are 2 different woods from 2 different eras. So they are never gonna be exactly the same. But they look pretty doggone close. The kitchen, all that new wood that we put down is beautiful. Again, you can see that dining room. The new floors are gorgeous, but these old floors, it's just hard to beat those. This foyer looks great. This huge living room, it's like a bowling alley. It's so long and so pretty. I'll pop in here and I'll show you the sunroom. Also looks beautiful. Now let's scoot upstairs. So in the last minute, the homeowners decided to do a little something upstairs. Well, you knew we were refinishing the stairs. They look great. All of this is just natural. It's going to get a little bit darker with time. But in the last minute, they decided to do just a fresh top coat on these floors. They had been refinished since the downstairs. So just a fresh top coat in here. They buffed what was here, did one top coat. It gets rid of someone else's scratches so that you can make your own scratches. Looks so good. All right, y'all, that is a wrap on a week and a couple days of floor refinishing. If you only have a little bit of money and you want to refinish your home, paint the walls. If you've got just a little bit more, it's a hassle, but refinish your floors. Nothing makes a bigger difference than clean, smooth floors. So that is a wrap here this week. Come back next week. We're going to start hanging light fixtures, finishing up plumbing, full speed ahead. We'll be here